Hey guys, Zen here. Welcome to the channel. It's super early, but it looks like we got access to every single card in Space Time Smackdown. Now, whereas I want to review every single card, I think there are other things that are a little bit more important for the average player, especially before this set drops tomorrow. And specifically what I'm talking about is what's in individually each of these packs. So I guess we will be kind of going over the cards. So huge spoiler alert. I know you already see some of the cards here, but I won't show you anymore if you don't want to see them. So click off. What you will get today is a full detailed breakdown of what cards you should be hunting if you're going for the Palkia pack as opposed to the Dialga pack. And that's what I want to know. I want to know, where do all of my hour pack glasses, where do all my gold, pretty much everything, where does that go first until I find those Pokemon, and then I start going to the next pack. That's typically what I did for the first set. I full sent on the Mewtwo pack, and I got everything I wanted, and then I started diversifying and I completed my collection. With that, we will start with Palkia here. I'm going to click Palkia, and there are going to be some Pokemon that are overlapping here, like Oddish, Gloom, Blossom. You can find those in all the packs. So what I'm going to do is actually look at just the exclusive, which means we're going to miss out on some Pokemon, and we can go back to the Space-Time Smackdown screen and see which ones we're missing. So if you're looking for Torterra, then the Palkia pack is definitely for you. Now, for those of you who can't see this, I'll read you guys what the effect does. I could technically open up the screen and it's right there, but I don't really see a point in doing that. I do also want to share my opinions on the EX Pokemon. We're not getting an EX Torterra. Sure. I just feels kind of weird, right? But anyway, Frenzy Plant 150 during your next turn. This Pokemon can't use Frenzy Plant. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. But if you wanted Torterra, if you're a Torterra fan, you get Torterra from the Palkia pack. You also get Kricketot, Kricketune here. And Kricketune has the ability, or not the ability, the effect to confuse the opposing active Pokemon, right? So like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think confusion is about to be pretty crazy in this set, you guys. We have Carnivine here. So if you're looking for Carnivine, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 50 more damage, 90 for 90, and it's a coin flip. I personally don't think Carnivine's going to see that much play. It might be kind of a gimmick here. But we also have some new fire types. So let's go down here a bit. I'm trying not to cover my face. Yeah, you see that Regice? We'll talk about that in a sec. We got Magmar here that has Stoke, which pretty much accelerates fire energy to itself every turn from the energy zone. And then we have Magmortar here for 4 fire energy, burns the active Pokemon, the opponent's active Pokemon. That's pretty good in a Moltres deck. I think Magmortar is about to be pretty nuts in a Moltres deck. The only downside, I'm gonna be honest, is that 3 retreat cost. A lot of cards in this set seem like they only gave us a little bit and not a lot. It's not what I expected after going into Genetic Apex. That set was a big set, but I think it was the big set to get you into the game. And now they're just like dialing it back a bit, and I guess we're just gonna have to get used to it. I'm a little, you're getting my honest opinions. I'm a little kind of like, I don't know how to feel about the Torterra, not getting the Torterra. But anyway, if you wanted the starters, it looks like this is the pack for you. Palkia is the pack if you're looking for the Infernape. That Infernape looks pretty good. Monferno looks good. Everything looks amazing. Regice here. I don't know. Is it Regice? Regice. Crystal Body. Frost Smash. So Crystal Body prevent all effects and attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. It's 110. It's a basic Pokemon. You can slot this into any water type deck. It does do damage. It has a retreat cost of 2, and it's weak to steel, not lightning, which is pretty good. Next up, we have Piplup here, who evolves into Prinplup, Surf for 30, and then Aqua Jet. It's pretty neat. I honestly think Aqua Jet's pretty good. 150 HP, 2 retreat costs, Aqua Jet, 2 water energy, 1 colorless. Sorry, I'm just waking up. I'm trying to get my voice back in. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So not only do you do 80 the opponent's active Pokemon, but you also do 30 to one of their bench Pokemon. So that's pretty good. And then we have Gastrodon here, Muddy Water. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So it's like Empoleon Light, if you will. Glaceon here is literally Gen 1 Baby Articuno, but with 1 less energy. Ice Beam for 60, flip a coin. If heads, they're paralyzed. We have the Palkia, of course, and the Manaphy exclusive to this pack. We have a lot of exclusive cards to this pack. What is Dialga gonna get, bro? Is Dialga even worth it? So far, Palkia is the pack that I'm gonna be ripping. We have Rotom. We have Mischievous, which confirms that the Mischievous that we saw in the event promo is actually the new card for the event promo. So it's going to be the Cresselia and the Mischievous that's new. That Mischievous is so much better because it automatically confuses the opposing Pokemon. Whereas this Mismagius EX is the thing that confuses your opponent's active Pokemon. And if confusion works the way I think it works, guys, it's hands down going to be the best status affliction. Giratina 120 Levitate. It's actually Psychic, which is surprising. I genuinely thought it was going to be Dragon. If this Pokemon has any energy attached, it has no retreat. All right, never mind. That's kind of busted. That's pretty good. This becomes your frontliner for Mewtwo decks now, essentially. Like, what are we even talking about here? Giratina goes out there. You put the Giratina until you get everything else online. And I'm just talking about Mewtwo because we've all played against Mewtwo decks, right? You give it one energy and it just retreats. This thing is kind of busted. We have Cresselia here. Oh my god. Rhydon is actually a little bit better. This is Rhyhorn, Rhydon. Yo, do they just not like this line? Rhyperior, 160, Mountain Swing, 3 fighting energy, 1 colorless, 150 damage, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Explain to me why you want to do that. I'll wait. Like, maybe there's a reason, but I don't. They really try to hold these fighting type Pokemon, ground types back, man. All right, Sneasel and Weavile. So Sneasel does 20 damage for flipping 2 coins. Flip 2 coins. For every heads you get, you do 20 damage. But you could do 0. It's like Kangaskhan, but like a little bit weaker. So I don't know. I don't like that. I think Weavile EX is better. I mean, you could get lucky turn 1, but it is what it is. Then we have Spiritomb here. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. That's not bad. So you just like, you could start with this, and if they fill up their bench, everyone's taking damage. And you know why this is good? Is because this single-handedly like pairs up with Weavile EX and that new Cyrus card, right? So that's pretty exciting. Shieldon and Bastion. Bastion has an ability, Guarded Grill. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon takes minus 100 damage. Crazy. Oh my god, dude. I mean, it does require you to flip coins, and with the giant cape, you're 180 HP. You're up there with like Machamp EX. Now that's crazy. That's actually really strong. Wormadam. Let metal energies. You could just ramp this with Dialga. Iron Head, 50 plus, flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 30 more damage for each heads. Okay, but this is a stage 1, so it's nothing too crazy. We're also getting 2 more fossils in case you guys were wondering. Gibble, Gabite, Garchomp. So if you want Garchomp, you get that in the Palkia set. Lickitung and the new Licky Licky EX. I'll tell you guys, I did not have this on my bingo card this year. Licky Licky EX, and this thing is so troll. You could effectively slot this into a Dialga deck as well. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 40 more damage for each head. I feel like a lot of the cards that I want to play with Dialga I've already seen here, so like I have to open this. Like, I don't know. And then we get the full Porygon set. We get the full Staraptor set. Like, it's really annoying. What is Dialga even gonna get? Glameow, Purugly. Also, we're skipping over the Porygon and the Staraptor because I've already covered it in another video. Purugly here. This is important because there are supporter cards here. Purugly, your opponent reveals their hand, choose a card you find there and shuffle it into your opponent's deck. So it's a guaranteed you disrupt them. Purugly's kind of cracked, I'm not gonna lie. Chatot, flip 3 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. All right, here's the fossil, armor fossil. We get 2 of the Pokemon tools here. Rocky Helmet, Lumberry, we have the Cyrus, Cynthia, and this is the card I want to talk about, Mars. Mars is cracked, you guys. Mars is insane. Your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and draws a card for each of their remaining points needed to win. So if they're winning, this is actually really good. So if they're winning and they just need 1 more point, you can use this and effectively like lower their hand size to 1, which is pretty cool. And then the rest of this is all this alt art, which like full arts and stuff, which I'm actually going to make a different video reacting to all of these full arts, including the immersive, which I don't think, yeah, you can't watch it here, but I found a place where you can watch the immersives, but you can't hear the sound effects. So it's not the same, but we'll be reacting to those here in a bit. I'm actually super excited. So subscribe if you want to see that. All right, now we're going to the Smackdown for Dialga here, only exclusive. So now this is what this Dialga is getting. I know you guys see Diane Mega EX with 3 colorless, which means this thing ramps so well with Dialga. So I'm kind of a fan. I'm not gonna lie here. Dialga looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pain growth here, 3 grass energy, 1 colorless, 90, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. And Mega here, Flap. All family Combi, put 1 random basic Pokemon from your deck onto your bench. Oh, that's kind of good. Kind of good. That could effectively help you like build your bench. You could just potentially play this over Pokeball now. If you're running this in a grass deck or something, or maybe even not a grass deck, I genuinely don't know. But I think if you ran Combi, you maybe don't even run Pokeball, which opens up some room for other things like Poke Tools. You know, that's something I'm wondering, like, how do you build a deck with Pokemon tools, items, all that stuff? It's very interesting. We have Leafeon here, which we already know. Shaman, Fragrant Flower Garden. Once during your turn, you may heal 10 damage from each of your Pokemon. So it's like a base. Oh, it's like Butterfree, but basic. That's pretty good. It's actually really good. This is going to be a little scary in Celebi decks. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. All right, and then we have Pillow-Swine and Mamoswine that both have thick fat here. They deal a lot of damage to, and they're water type, so they can get rammed. This Pokemon takes minus 20 damage from fire and water type attacks, and they're weak to steel, which is interesting. Dialga gives you Electivire, so Magmortar fans go to Palkia. Electivire fans, Dialga is your place. Also Luxray. Okay, so this has a lot of lightning. If you're looking for lightning, this is definitely your deck. Shanks here. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. That's pretty good. It's like almost like Vulpix, but not really. What I do want to talk about is this Volt Bolt. If you guys remember the video I made about like the custom-made Johto Pokemon, the move I gave Ryoku was an existing move from the official TCG, which it looks like they gave to Luxray here. Luxray gets a Volt Bolt, 3 lightning energy. Discard all lightning energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This is effectively the strongest sniper in the game. This thing does what, like, oh dude, crazy. This is actually kind of nuts. That's so good. It sucks that you lose all of your energy though. There's our Pachirisu. So if you're trying to run this, Dialga is your pack. It looks like Galade is going to be in this pack too. We have Ralts here, Curlia. Another Pokemon that I think is actually pretty interesting. The problem is it's a stage 2, is Dusknoir. It's an interesting addition to potentially Mewtwo decks, right? Mewtwo decks. As often as you like during your turn, you may choose one of your Pokemon that has damage on it and move all of its damage to this Pokemon. So if you have an EX Pokemon that's damage on it, you can move it all to Dusknoir, and if Dusknoir faints, that's only 1 prize point as opposed to 2 prize points. So Dusknoir is going to be really important for like prize point allocation. I think that's pretty obvious, pretty simple right there. We have Drifloon. We have Drifloon right here, Balloon Strike, nothing too crazy. Liger, Pierce, Gliscor, Acrobatics, flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 more damage for each heads. 20 more damage for each head, so you can do up to 60. That's not too bad. Lucario's also in here, so a lot more fighting and lightning type in the Dialga pack, if that's your thing. Spinning attack. I was like, isn't it spinning kick? Like, I read that correctly. They named it wrong. Same with the Weavile. Should have been Pursuit. Granados, Head Smash 130. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, this Pokemon also does 50 damage to itself. Oh, okay. Head Smash. So if you don't knock them out, you're good. We have Wormadam, the ground form, Land Crush. Not great. Lucario, we already know is amazing. Galade. EX is great. We covered this card already. Skill Dive. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Not bad. Stunky, Skunk Tank, Progunk, Toxicroak. What does this do? Hold on, I can't even read that because of the way it's like the background. So I'm gonna have to click on it. Skunk Tank, it poisons the opponent. Progunk, flip a coin for each Pokemon you have in play. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. It's okay. Toxicroak, flip a coin for each. Oh, so it's the same thing. So if you have 4 Pokemon, you flip 4 coins. Oh, that's kind of spicy. I'm not gonna lie. That's spicy. I like it. We have this Darkrai, which is Dark Void. We've already seen it. We also get Darkrai EX, and I'm not mad at this. Whenever you attach a darkness energy from your energy zone to this Pokemon, do 20 damage to one of your opponent's active Pokemon. So like, I just need to paint you a picture, guys. Weavile and Darkrai here go together like peanut butter and jelly. You don't need Greninja. Literally the only reason we would put Greninja is because of, Greninja's sniping ability, so we can proc Weavile. Like Darkrai, Weavile go crazy, and I am here for it. Oh man, it seems like a very fast and aggressive deck. I don't even like who's the third Pokemon that I'll put in it. I'm gonna cook that deck later today. I'll get excited, guys. We have Registeel, a Bronzor, Bronzong, which has guard press. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage. Heatran, which is a pure steel type. This Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. Not too bad. Dialga EX, we already know. Bidoof and Bibarel. Bibarel does a solid 60 for 2 energy. So it's like if your Super Fang is going to do less than 60, then maybe Bibarel's the call there. We have Lopunny here that does 20 damage to one of your benched Pokemon, one of your opponent's benched Pokemon, on addition to their active Pokemon taking 20. And now we have new item cards, which I'm excited about. We didn't get Great Ball, but we got Pokemon Communication. Choose a Pokemon in your hand and switch it with a random Pokemon in your deck. I don't know. That's pretty good. I mean, I like that it's randomized, but if you do the calcs correctly and see the percentages, right? Like if you have 4 cards left in your deck and 2 of them are the cards that you need, and the other 2 are like, I don't know, giant capes or whatever, this is 100% going to pull that card that you need, that Blastoise that'll win you the game, right? I really like Pokemon Communication, and there's going to be like tech to when you use it. We also have Team Galactic Grunt here. Put one random Glameow, Stunky, or Croagunk from your deck to your hand. So it's like, if you're playing any of those cards and that's that deck's strategy, this is a must-have in that deck. Then we have Volkner, which you know what that does. And then Dawn is interesting. Move an energy from one of your benched Pokemon to your active Pokemon. So it's like energy relocation, replacing. So that's interesting. There's going to be pretty nice applications there. And then the rest real quick are a bunch of alt arts, which again, we're gonna react to in a whole different video. Only cards in rare pack. No, we're good on that. Let's go here now. And now let's look over the cards that we missed in general. So we have Oddish. These cards are going to be in both packs. So maybe these are the cards that you're actually searching for. And these are the cards that like you just open both packs. You don't matter. So far we had the Dialga and the Palkia. Personally, I think Palkia might actually have more cards that I want to build decks around for videos. But also Dialga has more cards that I want to win tournaments with. Like that's all I'm gonna say, right? So I think I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe evenly open them day 1 and same thing day 2. All right, so we get Oddish here with Blot. Heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. Bloom, Blossom, nothing too crazy. Honestly, it's pretty good. 1 retreat cost is pretty respectable. These are all in a specific deck. I don't think we talked about Roselia or Roserade, so that's universal here. Roserade is 100 HP, 50 damage. Opponent's active Pokemon's now poisoned. Burmy maybe was in a deck. I genuinely don't remember. Let me see here. Oh man, my memory's already gonna go down. No Burmy here, and yeah, no Burmy here. Okay, just kidding. My memory's astounding. Burmy is in both decks. Tackle, Leaf Cutter. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 more damage. Respectable. Looks like Mo Rotom is going to be in both because I definitely don't remember this guy. Energy Cutoff. Flip a coin. If heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That's pretty good, actually. Not bad. Slugma and Macargo here. Macargo burns your opponent's active Pokemon. This is in both packs. Heat Rotom. We didn't see that. This flip a coin. If heads, the attack does 30 more damage. This is 80 HP. What else do we have here? Floatzel, Floatzel. Jet Screw, 90 HP, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. Okay, that's going to be in both. Finneon and another Luminion. Okay, let's see what this Finneon does. Flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage. So I think this Finneon actually goes well with the older Luminion, if that makes sense. The one that can snipe the bench. I mean, this does waterfall for 1 energy, the opponent's active Pokemon. Actually, this one might be better. This one might be a lot better. All right, and then we have Snover, Abomasnow, Snover, Ice Shard, 1 water energy. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a fighting type Pokemon, this attack does 30 more damage. Why? Why would that do 30 more damage? That makes no sense. If they're a fighting type, I don't like that. That's going to be a nice counter, though, to fighting types. Glaceon, we already talked about. Wash Rotom, 1 water energy for 30. For 80 HP is like far-fetched on roids a little bit. with 1 less damage, like 10 less damage. Frost Rotom, Blizzard 30. This attack also does 10 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. That's pretty good. I don't really remember Magnezone anywhere, surprisingly. Let me go check real quick. Just kidding. Magnezone is in the Dialga pack. Then we get Voltorb, Big Explosion. This Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. 30 damage, that's pretty good. And then we have Rolling Attack for 1. There's a lot of 1 energy attackers here that honestly I'm a huge fan of. We have this new Electabuzz that takes an energy from the energy zone and attaches it to this Pokemon, which helps you accelerate for this Electivire. Oh my goodness. We already talked about this, but I didn't see the Electabuzz. I kind of just skipped over it, but that's in the Dialga pack. All of these are in Dialga pack, including the Rotom, surprisingly. Togepi, Togetic, Togekiss. I don't think I saw that anywhere. Yeah, that's going to be in both packs. So if you're looking for the new Togekiss, this is the pack for you. However, if you're looking for Cynthia, you're going to need the Palkia pack, right? So you can get any pack for Togekiss, which might make it actually a lot harder to pull, to be honest. This is in all of these. Okay, different. Let's see. Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, as well as Giratina. I don't think we saw No, we did see Giratina. I was talking about that Levitate ability. So Uxie is Mind Boost for 20. Take a Psychic Energy from the Energy Zone and attach it to any one of your other Pokemon, the Mesprit and Azelf. That's pretty good. Mesprit, Supreme Blast 160. You can use this attack only if you have Uxie and Azelf on your bench. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Honestly, that's kind of trash. Azelf, this attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's not bad. It's kind of a gimmick. I'll try to build that deck. Let's see here. We've already seen all these. Regirock, I think, is also in both packs. Potentially Nosepass. I don't remember Nosepass. Regirock has Exoskeleton. This Pokemon takes minus 20 damage from attacks. What else we got cooking? I'm looking. Ooh, Poochyena, Mightyena. I definitely didn't see that. That's going to be in both packs. Drapion, definitely didn't see that. I gotta click it because I can't read. Hold on. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 40 damage for each heads. If at least 2 of them are heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Ooh, I like that. I like that, dude. Even if you get tails, at least if 2 of them, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for 3. This might be the other Pokemon in that Darkrai and Weavile deck. What could I say? That's pretty good. Skarmory is going to be in both. Registeel is going to be in both. Probopass is going to be in both. Speaking of which, let's read that one. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 50 more damage for each heads. So you can do a max of 180. Probopass, you need to chill, buddy. That's actually kind of busted. What else we got? I think this Eevee is in both. Apom and Ambipom. I've always never been able to pronounce that. 1 energy, double hit, flip a coin. 2 coins. This attack does 40 damage for each heads. That's pretty good. What else we got? Chatot. No, we already saw that. Fan Rotom. Spin Storm. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon. Wait. Put your opponent's active Pokemon into their hand. They can effectively lose the game, or they would have to, like, if it's an evolution, they won't be able to evolve the following turn. Spin Storm is a really nice control card, and this is splashed into both packs. Regigigas, Raging Hammer, 50 plus. This attack does more damage equal to the damage this Pokemon has on it. This attack does more damage equal to damage. So whatever damage it has on it, it does back to the opponent. Interesting is all I'll say. All of these have been accounted for. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So just a couple, like, you know, splash cards with like 1 energy attachments are in both both packs. But as of right now, we'll go through them real quick. The EX Pokemon in Palkia are going to be Infernape EX, Palkia EX, Mismagius EX, Weavile EX, and Licky EX. Those are the 5 EX Pokemon that you're going to find in Palkia. And then in the Dialga pack, it's the Yanmega EX, Pachirisu EX, Gallade EX, Darkrai EX, and Dialga EX. there you guys have it. Let me know in the comments down below. In fact, I'll probably do another community post, especially if you've already seen this video. I really want to know which packs are you opening up. So let me know in the comments which packs. Don't forget to like the video, consider subscribing, because not only that, we're gonna go over each of the like full arts. I'm also gonna cook something special for you guys a day, so you don't want to miss it. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.